Page 78,
Yes, miss.
question number 12. In question number 12, the given was written in the figure, and you want to prove that Mn equal TQ. Mn equal TQ. And we can note that what this sign means, grade 9. What this sign means. What this sign means.
It means parallel or
It means parallel.
parallelism.
Yes, thank you so much. It means parallel. And if we will go over this one as a parallel line, okay, and this is the transversal, right? So it's very clear that we have which letter? It's very clear that we have which letter? Letter what? If you will go through
Z.
Z, so you have the letter Z.
Z.
And once we have the letter Z, then we have which type of angles? Which type of angles? Alternate
Interior
interior.
angle. We have alternate interior angle, right? Then MN parallel with NT. So we have this angle congruent with this angle, right? And already he said that MQ equal to TN. Where is the third side? Where is the third side? Or the third condition which we are looking for in this question? Where is the third condition? So if we want to prove that QT congruent with MN, so we have to determine the two triangles which we can prove that they are congruent. Then in this question, we are going to work with QMT and QMT and NTM. Then NT, where is N? NT congruent with QM. So this is the first one. He put the sign equal in both, right? Like this. And after that, MT equal MT. And we said MT equal MT. It is a reflexive property. Third, take care about the next point, please. MNT. No, this one is not correct. It should be MTN. MTN. Okay, so please, you will correct this. MTN. When we back, MTN. Sama are here, right? This is your paper, ya Sama. Sama?
Yes, miss, I know.
Sama Habibti. Sama? So it should be MTN with this angle, because we said that they are interior alternate angles. They are interior alternate angles. So we have MQ equal NT, and we have angle QMT congruent with NTM, and MT is a reflexive side, which means the two triangles are congruent, and by which postulate? By side angle side. Okay, and then MN congruent with TQ. So CPCTC. Yes? Yes, Sam.
I have a question.
Yes, honey.
I'm Farah.
Farah, yes.
Miss, can you explain the difference between each postulate? Because every time I get confused between them.
Sure. Once we will finish the next lesson, inshallah, I'm going to back to make general revision about all the cases which we studied before. With all my pleasure, ya Farah. Okay?
Thank you.
Any questions so far about this?
Okay.
Any questions so far about this? So please, in this, I post this one. So please only correct MTN. Is that clear? MTN. We will back today to the new lesson, which is talking about, lesson what we have to study today? Lesson what? Lesson 4-7. Lesson 4.
Lesson 4-7, yeah.
Lesson 4-7, which is talking
Yes, ma'am.
about which is talking about equilateral and isosceles sides. Triangle, equilateral and isosceles triangle, equilateral and isosceles triangle, equilateral
Equilateral
and
triangle are
isosceles
triangles that,
triangle.
yes,
Yes, honey.
equilateral have 3 equal sides, but isosceles has 2 equal sides.
2 equal sides. So if you want to classify a triangle, we can classify a triangle according to its sides, right? And this is today, inshallah, we are
Yes.
going to study the properties of equilateral and isosceles triangle and how we can use them to answer the questions. Then the triangle, you can see my screen. I'm sharing the screen, right? Hello?
Yes, miss.
I'm sharing the screen. So
Yes,
we
please.
have the triangle.
Yes, miss, we can see it. We can
Okay.
see it.
Yes.
So we have the triangle, we have equilateral triangle, and we have scalene triangle and isosceles triangle. We have also a right triangle. This right triangle, it's for scalene triangle. And also we can find a right
Yes.
angle with isosceles triangle. What do you know about
It has an
equilateral
angle
triangle?
with
Ahmed Magdi, you entered now late 20 minutes. Ahmed Magdi? Ahmed Magdi?
Yes, miss.
You late 20 minutes. Okay, let's continue. What do you know, Ahmed, about equilateral triangle? Ahmed, what do you know about equilateral triangle?
That all the sides are equal.
Okay, all sides are
All
equal.
the sides are
And
equal.
also what? And also what? All sides are equal. And what else? Huh? And what else? Answer directly, please. Huh? And what else?
Angles.
Angles, yes. So once we have all sides are equal, then all angles are equal, and each one equal how many? This 60. Is equal 60.
60 degrees.
Right? So this is equal 60 degree, and the second is 60 degree, and the third two should be equal 60 degree. Right? Then all sides are equal in length, so we can say equilateral, and also we can say all angles are equal in measure, and we can donate it by equangular. So equangular means all angles are equal in measure. Let's move to isosceles triangle. Once you have two sides are equal in length, then two sides are equal in length. Yes, Bomika? Bomika? Hello? Yes. Yes. Bomika, you are raising your hand. Okay, let's say عبد الرحمن أبو طالب. عبد الرحمن أبو طالب.
Yes, yes.
Please tell me. Once we have this triangle is an isosceles, right? So if I will say that we will call this triangle A, B, C. Okay? So once we have the two sides are equal, then the base angle should be equal in measure, which means, Ya Abdurrahman, if side AB equals side AC, then directly you would recognize that AB equal AC. Then measure of angle B should be equal measure of angle C. Again, or understood? Once we have two sides are equal in length, then the base angle should be equal in measure. Then once you have two sides are equal, then if I would say that this one is x, y, z. Laura,
Yes.
when you have xz congruent with xy, xz congruent with xy, then
Then we know it's isosceles because they have two equal sides and also in the equal side and base.
okay, so which angles they will be equal in measure, Laura? So you have xz congruent with
And
xy.
xy.
So which two angles they will be equal in measure?
Xz, xy.
No, listen to me. You have xy congruent with xz, right? So x now, this is the vertex angle. This is the vertex angle. Okay? Where is the base angles?
YZ.
YZ, right? So y should be equal z. Why? Because we have xy congruent with xz, then the base angle, they should be equal in measure, which means y equal z. Thank you. Let me ask another question. Kariman, you are here? Kariman?
Yes.
Once we have
Yes.
Kariman, in this question, I'm going to write, this is A, and this is B, and the third is C. Okay, we have AC equal AB. Could you please tell me which two angles they will be equal in measure?
B and C.
B and C, thank you so much. Yes, so once we have the two sides are equal in length, so the base angle should be equal in measure. Salma? Salma?
Yes.
Could you please tell me the base again, ya Salma? When we are talking about isosceles triangle, what do you know about isosceles triangle, ya Salma?
The two sides are equal. The two base
Please raise your voice, honey. Raise your voice.
The two sides are equal. Well, two base angles are equal.
I can't hear anything, ya Salma. Raise your voice, please.
كده حضرتك سامعني؟
Yes, honey. Yes.
كده
Hmm.
بقول the two sides are equal. The two base angles are equal.
Thank you so much. Yes. So just we have two sides are equal, so the base angle should be equal. Okay. I want to see who will answer this one. Adham, where are you? Adham?
Yes, miss.
Adham, once we have measure of angle B equal measure of angle C. Measure of angle B equal measure of angle C. Then measure of angle. So in the figure in opposite to you, measure of angle B equal measure
angle C
of angle C. Okay, then the length of AB
equals the length of AC.
Equals the length of AC directly. Okay, then this is the opposite. So in any isosceles triangle, once you have a base angle are equal, then the two sides are equal.
The two sides are equal.
When you have two sides are equal, so the base angle, they should be
are equal.
Okay, and in equilateral triangle, all sides are equal and all angles are equal. Okay, then we have equilateral and we have isosceles and also we have what? Scalene triangle. We want to answer this question now. Okay, we will start with question number 1. Who will start to answer with us today?
Can I answer?
Yes, yeah, Yusuf. For question number 1, what is the given? He said what في given?
He said
Question number 1, yeah, Yusuf.
Yeah.
They put a sign over a triangle, right? Which sign
Yes.
did they put?
Sign.
Look, we are working in question number 1. Then the triangle BRQ, okay?
Yeah.
He put a sign over the side. Which two sides he put a sign over it?
Which side? PQ
Yes, very good. BQ,
and PR.
very good. Then BQ equal PR. Thank you so much. Then once we have two sides are equal, then
okay, you make
BR equal PQ. Then measure of what? Measure of which two angles they will be equal now?
Triangles.
Which one it will be equal now?
QR.
Q and R. Then measure of angle Q equal measure of angle R. And each one equal how many, Yusuf? Each one equal how many? He said that the first angle, which is Q, equal 2x. Then angle R, Farah Mahlab. Farah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then angle
R
equal how many?
140 over 2.
150 over 2. No, ya Farah, take care, please. Listen, ya Farah. He said that BR congruent with BQ, right? BR congruent with BQ. Then we said that measure of angle Q equal measure of angle R. And each one of them should be equal how many, ya Farah? Should be equal to x. Okay? Then after that, what do you know about the sum of measure angle inside triangle? What do you know about the sum of measure angle inside 180? And already we have measure of angle B equal 40, right? Then measure of angle Q plus measure of angle R, they should be equal how many?
180 degrees.
No, we said, listen to me, we said that measure of angle, measure of angle P plus measure of angle P plus measure of angle R plus measure of angle Q, their sum together equal 180 degrees, right? And already we have measure of angle P, how many? Measure of angle P, the 40. Then 40. Measure of angle Q plus measure of angle R equal 140 degrees. From where? 180 minus 180 minus 40. Equal how many?
140.
Now we have 2x.
Yes, now we will divide it to
2x equal 140. Right? Because we said that
why we made the angle Q plus angle R equal 140.
Because the sum of measure angle inside triangle equal 180 degrees, right? And we have P equal 180. Sorry, P equal 40. Then 180 minus 40 equal how many? Equal how many? Equal 140. Then Sama, continue, please. Sama?
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, Habibi. 2x plus 2x equal 140. Is this correct?
Yes.
Then what is the next step? So we have 4x equal
140.
Then what is the value of x now?
Divide 4 by both sides يبقى x equal 35.
It will be x equal how many?
X equal 35.
30.
35.
Okay, so x equal 35. So in any question, once we have two sides are equal, as I said, so the base angle should be equal in measure. Then this is 2x, so the other one should be equal to x. Thank you, Yasama. Ahmed Uta. Ahmed Uta. Ahmed. Okay. I want you to solve with me question number 3, Ahmed, please, quickly.
Okay.
Question number 3.
AB equal BC.
Okay, so we have AB equal AC, then?
So angle A equal angle C.
So measure of angle A should be equal measure of angle C. Okay, then? Which means measure of angle C now, it will be how many?
6x plus 6.
So it will be 6x plus 6, right? Then after that?
Will 6x plus 6 plus 6.
Tell me the rule. Tell me the rule which you are going to use. Tell me the rule.
Measure of angle A plus measure of angle C plus,
exactly.
plus
so we
measure
have
of angle
measure
B
of
equal
angle A.
180.
Yes, very good. So we have measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C. Their sum together should be equal 180 degrees, which means 6x plus 6, 6x plus 6 plus again 6x plus 6 plus what?
2x.
Plus 2x. It will be equal 180 degrees. So how many x do we have? 6 and 6, 12
14.
plus 2, it will be 14x plus 6
12.
and 6, it will be 12 equal 180. I'm correct? So 14x equal 180 minus 12, which means 180 minus 12, it will be
168.
168. So we have 14x equal 168. We will divide it both by 14.
X equal 12.
So now x equal 12. 168
Divide by 14 equal 12.
Equal 12. Okay, so this is the value of x, and he wants to find the variable, which means he's looking for the value of x. Then for any question, we are going to work by this way. We will use, once we have two sides are equal in length, so the base angle, they should be equal in measure. And if in case we have two base angles are equal in measure, then the two sides are equal in length. Also, we want to say something grade 9. When we have an isosceles triangle, let me discuss with you a question like this. Here in this question, we have, he put this sign. Did you see this sign? Did you see this sign? And this sign, they are equal in measure, which means the base angle, they should be equal in measure, right?
Yes.
And once we have a base angles are equal in measure, so the two sides are equal in length. Please open your workbook, page 81. Open your workbook, page 81, please. Open your workbook, page 81. Did you open it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is page 81 in your workbook. Not this one, not this one, no, it's this one. Okay, question number 11. Question number 11. If BQ congruent with BT, BQ congruent with BT. Did you see? This is BQ and this is BT. So tell me, Hana Hani, which angle they will be equal in measure? Which angle will be equal in measure?
Measure of angle Q equal measure of angle T.
I can't say Q, Hana. I can't say Q. Because it's common between many angles.
Measure of angle PQR.
PQR, yes, it will be congruent with
BTS.
Thank you so much. BTS, exactly. Okay, Hana Yasser. Angle BQV equal BVQ. BQV equal BVQ. Then
angle Q equals angle V because they are the base angles.
Also, I can't say Q and V, Hannah. So it will be angle BQV equal angle BVQ. Okay?
Yes, Mr. I have a question.
Yes.
I'm always confused. When do we say like the three angles and when do we say only one angle?
Okay, good question. In case if the angle, look at the letter Q. Look at the letter Q. I can't say Q because I can say BQR or VQR or BQV. So we can read the angle by different ways, right? So for this reason, I can say only Q. We have only 1 minute, so I want to say something.
Thank you, Sahar.
Welcome, honey. When we look at for any isosceles, when we have an isosceles triangle and we will take the midpoint between each one of them, like the last question in your workbook, page 81, the last question. He said, trace the price wheel, then form a triangle whose vertices are the midpoint of bases. Okay,